Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. You're watching the Stock Market Summary Series. And today we're going to get right into the markets, what happened, some standout stocks and sectors. We'll touch on the economy, and we'll wrap up with crypto and metals. Just wanted to say, please know that none of this is buying or selling advice, okay? We're just here to provide some market commentary and, trading education. All right, you're here for the no-fluff summary of the market, so let's get into it. So kicking things off, today was a pretty muted start to the week. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ both had small losses, kind of echoing that pullback we mentioned from Friday.
Yeah, continuing that caution.
Exactly. The Dow also slipped a bit, just modestly, 0.1%. But what's kind of interesting, though, is the Russell 2000. The small cap.
Yes, the IWM.
Right? It actually bucked the trend, climbed about 0.37%.
That is interesting, that small cap resilience holding up. It suggests maybe some underlying strength there, even while the bigger indices are hesitating. And speaking of individual names, Tesla's still on the radar, right? After that symmetrical triangle breakout last week.
Definitely watching TSLA.
So today's pullback, it could be a setup, a potential opportunity if the bulls can defend that 50-day moving average. That's a key level.
Classic pullback scenario, maybe.
Could be. But, if momentum fades, the bears might see their chance. Understanding these pullbacks when it's a dip to buy versus a reversal starting, that's crucial. It's actually something we really focus on teaching in our mentorship program, managing that risk around setups like this.
Absolutely key. So, okay, looking at the sectors then. Consumer discretionary, XLY, that led the way today, up 0.4%.
Some strength there.
But real estate, XLRE, that was the big lagger, dropped almost a full percent, 0.94%.
Wow, yeah. That shows the mixed signals, doesn't it? It really feels like the market's just waiting, holding its breath a bit. You've got housing starts coming up, FOMC minutes later this week.
Yeah, it's like anticipation is the name of the game right now. And that holding pattern kind of makes sense. Because today was pretty light on major economic data.
Very light. So markets are really leaning on the technical picture and just waiting for those upcoming reports.
Right.
Tomorrow we get housing starts and building permits. That'll give us a read on construction. But today, no big Fed speak, no inflation numbers to react to. So all eyes are really shifting towards Wednesday's FOMC minutes. Traders want to see any hints about September rate cuts.
Yeah, that's been the theme since last week's slightly softer inflation numbers, hasn't it?
Exactly. We've been tracking that narrative.
And hey, as always, everyone, if you've got a stock you're watching closely or maybe a question about the markets, just drop it in the comments below. We do read them, and we might even cover it in an upcoming episode. Love hearing from you. Okay, moving on. Let's touch on crypto and metals. Bitcoin dipped again today, down about 0.95%.
Still struggling after hitting those all-time highs last Thursday.
Yeah, like we mentioned on Friday, it's having trouble finding its footing.
Well, technically, it's now testing support right at both its 20-day and 50-day moving averages.
Oh, okay. So a key zone then.
Absolutely critical level. You watch this for either a bounce or a breakdown. Honestly, understanding support and resistance, how to identify these levels and trade around them, it's fundamental. It's another one of those core skills we drill down on in the Grok Trade mentorship. It's just so important.
Gotcha. And what about gold? GLD. So that edged down just a little bit, 0.16%, sitting right on its 50-day moving average too, actually, after that big spike.
Yeah, consolidating near that key average. And silver, SLV, that actually gained a little today, up 0.14%. What's interesting with silver is it's consolidating between its 20 and 50-day averages.
Oh.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like it might be forming a possible symmetrical triangle pattern there.
Ah, okay. Another potential breakout setup.
Could be. You watch those triangles for a break one way or the other to signal the next likely direction. So one to keep an eye on. Navigating days like today where things are a bit choppy and technical levels are so important, that's really where having a solid process comes in. That's what our Grok Trade mentorship program is designed for. We give you that hands-on coaching so you can tackle setups like that Tesla pullback or this Bitcoin support test with confidence. And it's all built around rock-solid risk management. We're really committed to supporting our members until they recoup their investment. It's honestly perfect for learning how to handle these kinds of markets. It's about building consistency.
Great points. So, all right, wrapping things up for today. It was mostly a cautious session, small losses for the big indices, but that small cap strength, the Russell climbing, that was definitely the standout feature.
Sets an interesting tone.
Yeah, it really sets the stage for a potentially big week with all the economic data headed our way. So what do you think? What's next for TSLA? Is BTC going to hold out support? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Okay, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you back here for tomorrow's market summary.